Ever wonder why, despite incredible talent, Black actors are often sidelined when it comes to leading romantic roles? For decades, Hollywood has operated with unspoken rules, um, you know, subtly dictating who gets to be the object of affection and who remains on the periphery. And it's a pattern that limits representation and denies audiences a full spectrum of love stories. And let's explore the experiences of 20 actors who are actively challenging this imbalance and demanding to be seen as more than just action heroes or tragic figures. But, and Anthony Mackie noticed a frustrating pattern in superhero films. This character rarely received a romantic subplot, often relegated to the sidekick role. He believes audiences deserve to see Black men as viable romantic partners, not just action figures. And John Boyega felt some of his character in the Star Wars sequel trilogy is one new sideline with a potentially powerful romantic arc ignored by writers. He argued that studios often hesitate to commit to interracial romances with Black leads. Idris Elba, despite being a global sex symbol, finds himself consistently cast in action roles, facing resistance when considered for traditional romantic leads. He believes that the industry struggles to view Black masculinity through a lens of tenderness. Um, and Daniel Kaluuya actively seeks roles that defy the industry's tendency to view Black men solely through the lens of trauma, aiming to show a broader spectrum of human experience. He believes seeing Black men in love is a vital act of normalization. And when Lakeith Stanfield intentionally pursued the photograph to prove Black men could lead soft romantic dramas, frustrated by the rarity of such opportunities in Hollywood, he believes Black love is just as important as Black struggle. Um, um, Sterling K. Brown highlights the importance of showing Black men in vulnerable and loving relationships, arguing that Hollywood underestimates the audience's appetite for Black romance and family stability. Will Smith spent years fighting the studio stigma that movies with Black romantic leads don't perform well internationally, consistently pushing for roles that showcase Black men as desirable partners. Michael B. Jordan uses his production company to create opportunities that studios often ignore, seeking to balance action roles with characters who experience deep romantic connection. David Oyelowo points out that historical dramas often strip Black figures of their romantic lives, seeking roles that portray Black men as fully realized humans capable of deep love and passion. Trevante Rhodes challenged traditional masculinity in Moonlight, advocating for more tender representations and arguing that the industry struggles to see muscular Black men as gentle lovers. Yahya Abdul-Mateen too desires to move away from villain roles, believing that seeing Black men in love is a necessary political act in modern cinema. He wants to play characters who get the girl and have a happy ending. Um, um, Stephen James notes that films like If Beale Street Could Talk are exceptional, not the rule, hoping to see more narratives where Black love is central, not a minor subplot. Code. Rejay John Page acknowledged the rarity of his romantic lead role in Bridgerton, arguing that fantasy and romance should be accessible to all races, regardless of the setting. Winston Duke advocates for a broader definition of what a romantic lead looks like, arguing that big Black men are often desexualized or relegated to comedic relief. All this Hodge pushes for characters who get to be the hero in love, arguing that the romantic lead is the most humanizing role in a story, and that relegating black men to the background reinforces negative social hierarchies and and all of that. Brian Tyree Henry emphasized the significance of his romantic plot in Eternals because it is so rarely seen in blockbusters, arguing that Hollywood often avoids depicting black men in intimate domestic settings. Uh, and Kutigatwa addresses the difficulty of navigating typecasting that ignores black male sexuality and charm, seeking roles that celebrate blackness without reducing it to a stereotype. Jimon Hounsou laments being repeatedly cast as a warrior or slave, while white counterparts play the lovers, arguing that the industry has failed to utilize his potential as a romantic lead. Kingsley Benadir notes that both British and American industries struggle with casting black men in contemporary romantic roles, hoping to see a shift toward more casual and modern loves and stories. And Mahershala Ali pushed for a romantic arc in Green Book to ensure his character felt fully human, consistently advocating for roles that display the full spectrum of Black masculinity, including romance. Um, so, what do you think? Which of these actors deserves more romantic leading roles? Let us know in the comments. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you.